but we are with the CEO and founder of Sports Connect here in studio. That is Cynthia Mumbo. We are talking about her achievement that is being named in the top 40 under 40 sports leaders in the world. But before we get to continue with that conversation, we want to cross over to the Karen Country Golf Club here in Nairobi, where Rotuno Kwenyike is on standby. And Rotuno, if you can hear me, please bring us up to speed on what is happening there on the final day of the Karen Masters.
So, Robinson, as you have said, this is the third and final day of the KCB Karen Masters, and I'm just going to bring us up to speed with the highlights of the past 2 days. And this specific event began with a bang. That is the day one, whereby, and if I may refer to my notes, we had Zimbabwean golfer Ryan Keynes taking home a brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, worth 10.3 million shillings. And this is after he became the first ever player to sink a hole-in-one at the Karen Masters. And this is a new record set by this Zimbabwean player. And he took home, yes, and as I had said, a brand new Toyota Prado Land Cruiser. That is just the highlight of day one. And moving over to day two, we had Merrick Bremner. He found his way back to the top after launching a 4-under par 68 in the third round. Now, Bremner was the one who was leading during day one, and at day two he found his way back to the top, and he topped the leaderboard in day one too. And now this is the third day, and we are having contenders battling for a top prize, which is 2.4 million shillings, and a chance to walk away with the blue jacket. And as at now, I would say South Africans, this is a battle among the South Africans. We have a number of them topping the leaderboard. In the first place, we have Tyrone Ryan in first place with 16 under par, and he's being followed by Peter Mulman with 15 under par, and in third place we have Daniel Van Tunda with 14 under par. So currently joining me we have the Sunshine Tour Director, and kindly step in. Please introduce yourself.
Gary Todd, Tournament Director of the Sunshine Tour.
How has this specific edition been, considering it is the first time the tour is being brought to the Eastern Central Africa region?
It's been absolutely fantastic, brilliant. That's all we can really say. Unbelievable week, great golf course, great hosts, great sponsors. Huge thank you to KCB and all the associates who have been involved in putting this event together. We've been treated like royalty. Hospitality has been unbelievable. It's just been a perfect week.
And we have, this is a battle among the South Africans, but it is not only the South Africans, but we have a number of contenders. What can you say about their domination, and if you can put a specific focus on where Kenya lies in this?
Well, obviously, on your day, anybody can beat anybody. So we've got a nice close tussle at the moment for the title, with Tyrone Ryan leading by 2 at the moment, I think it is. And, Dismas, I think, is the leading Kenyan. I think he finished 1 or 2 under par. But maybe that could have been 10 under par if it was a different day, a bit of luck, a bit of a break here, break there. But as I said earlier on, I think if the more you compete and the more you play competitively, the bigger the challenge. So that's probably where we are.
And what brought it? What brought this idea of bringing it to the East and Central Africa region, and specifically to Kenya?
Well, obviously, I was chatting through with Andy, the tournament director here, and one thing led to another, and here we are, thankfully. Look, I mean, Kenya's got a great golfing history. Obviously, we know all about the past events they've had here with the Kenyan Open. So this is a new edition of a different event, and long may it continue. It's been magic.
Are we going to see more of such events being introduced to Kenya?
I certainly hope so. We've had some positive meetings. We'd love to have something down at Mombasa, the second city of Kenya. It's beautiful down there as well, with the beaches. It's totally probably a lot different than Nairobi. But let's hope so, Let's not kid ourselves. They cost money. But yes, that will certainly be the focus to grow the game, because if we don't, Africa needs to grow as golfers. We've got a number of countries that play it, and by giving them opportunities to play, we're going to get better.
What can you say about the competition witnessed here generally?
As I said, it's been fantastic. The level of golf's been very high. You can see with the scores. But you're playing on a superb golf course in mint condition, and the weather's been nice. It could be a little bit warmer, I suppose, but it's just been a great week, And when you're playing golf courses like this, it's kind of a pleasure.
In day one, we had Kynes taking home a brand new Prado Land Cruiser worth that much amount of money. Can we base it on luck or just good play?
That's a fluke. If they were that easy to get, we'll be having them every second week. So, but no, the one on 18 hasn't gone yet, the TIG one from Volkswagen. It's a fluke. It's all it is. But it was obviously, they aim at it. But the hole's only so big and the ball's so big, so to get both right, it's a fluke.
We're having the prize money standing at 2.4 million shillings today. Are there any plans to maybe advance this prize money to other bigger and better things?
I think that one's for the bank to decide. Obviously, we love to grow. We start at a point and grow, and hopefully the event has been put on in a way that we can grow it. But obviously, economic times determine certain things. But that'll certainly be our great hosts and sponsors, KCB's decision to see how we go with that. But I would love to add it up a bit.
Thank you, Gary. That is the Sunshine Tour Director. And right now we are joined by Russell. Russell is one of the KCB representatives. So kindly maybe introduce yourself fully to the audience.
My name is Paul Russo, the Group HR Director for KCB.
What can you say about this event today?
An amazing event, massive step up from the last year. Very competitive. I think we've just done the winner is at 17 under. We have almost like 4 individuals in competition as they go past hole number 13. So massive, and very good turnout. Most important thing is partnership. So you mentioned about the hole-in-one and having Toyota. We still have the Tiguan here. We've got partnership with the likes of Safaricom. That expanding that has been amazing.
Thank you so much.